Hello students, welcome to my channel Biology by Monica Sharma. How are you all? I think you all are fine during this lockdown period. So today we are going to discuss the topic double circulation of class 11th and it is also given in class 10th. So it is very interesting topic. If you know the diagram of the heart, if you know how the blood transfer from one part of the heart to the other, then there will be no problem in this topic. So let's start the topic double circulation. So what is the meaning of double? Double means the two times and circulation means the transport. So the double circulation means the circulation of the blood have the two circuit. First is the pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary word is related to lungs. So we can say circulation in lungs. And second is the systemic circulation. So what is the systemic circulation means? The circulation in the body means how the blood is circulated in the body and how the blood is circulated in the lungs. So both these circulation join to form double circulation. Or in a very simple language, the simple definition is that in a complete one cycle, blood enters two times in the heart. That is known as the double circulation. Now let us understand this topic in detail. So pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation both are known as the double circulation. So what happens in case of pulmonary circulation? Suppose I am drawing the diagram of human heart. Very simply you can make on the, because it is tilted towards the left, so you can make like this. Then there are the four chamber heart in case of the birds and mammals. And how many chambers are present in case of fishes? In case of fishes there are the two chambers. And in case of the after that amphibians and reptiles, there are the three chambered heart is there. But in case of crocodile, four chambered heart are present. So in case of birds and mammals, there are the two chamber heart, four chamber heart we can say. So that is the left auricle, left ventricle, right auricle and right ventricle. Okay, so firstly try to understand this pulmonary circulation. So what happen in this pulmonary circulation means the blood from the heart, it is transferred to our lungs. So how this blood transferred to our lungs? By the pulmonary artery which supply the blood to the lungs, pulmonary artery. And one thing you have to remember, artery mostly carry the oxygenated blood, but in case of lungs, the pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood. So it transfer, this pulmonary artery transfer the blood to the lungs, and from the lungs this blood is transferred to the left atrium by pulmonary vein. And here also this pulmonary vein is the exception because it carries the oxygenated blood. So what happened? The deoxygenated blood from the heart transfer to the lungs, and in the lungs oxygenation takes place because in the lungs the alveoli are present where the exchange of the gases takes place. So the blood become oxygenated and it transferred to the left auricle, and this circulation which is done in the lungs It is nothing but it is pulmonary circulation. What is it? Pulmonary circulation. I think you understood what is pulmonary circulation. After that, we have to understand what is systemic circulation. Systemic means the circulation in the body. So how the circulation in the body takes place? Let us take the example. Like we have to draw again the heart. It is tilted towards the left. Here the septum is present. The septum between the auricle also, between the ventricle also, and here you can make it double like this. Upper parts are the auricles and lower are the ventricles. Left auricle, left ventricle, right auricle, right ventricle. Here we have to understand the systemic circulation. So what happened? This side of the heart carry oxygenated blood, and this type of heart carry the deoxygenated blood. So in our body there is the need of the oxygenated blood. So the largest artery, that is the aorta, it supply the blood to our body. This largest artery supply the blood to our body, and then the further bifurcation of the artery also there. Suppose the artery is supplying the blood to the stomach or to the other parts, so the further bifurcation of that artery is arteriole, that we have done in the topic blood vessels also. After that, the further bifurcation is also takes place, that is the capillaries. And from the surface of the capillaries there will be the exchange of the gases in the tissue and in the cell, and after that the blood become deoxygenated, because now the carbon dioxide amount is more in it. Again, these are the capillaries, and these capillaries join to form one venule, and that venule then join to form the one main vein, and that is the vena cava. And the vena cava from the lower body surface, you can tell me, the inferior vena cava, and from the upper surface the superior vena cava, that is the inferior vena cava, and that is the superior vena cava. So this vena cava transfer the blood then in the heart, and from the heart it is supplied to the lungs. So this circulation that only takes place in our body is known as systemic circulation. What is it? Systemic circulation. And both the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation join to form double circulation. A very good diagram is also given in your NCERT. It is also given in 10th class. It is also given in 11th. So double circulation, there is no problem now. The systemic circulation and the pulmonary circulation. So both the circulation join to form the double circulation. Now you can make the very simple diagram. This simple diagram is also given in your NCERT, that the heart is there, and this heart is supplying the blood to the body through the artery, and that artery is the, you can say, the aorta. Then this artery supply the blood to the body tissue. Here the blood capillaries are there. Then we can use the other marker, because here now the blood become deoxygenated. So here again the blood capillaries are present and they join to form the venule. Then this venule transfer the blood to the heart, vena cava. The vein is there and that transfer the blood to the heart. So it is taking place in the body. So we can write here that is the systemic circulation. And in the upper surface also, what happened? We can use the blue marker for that, because deoxygenated blood. So here it is transferred to the lungs. Where it is transferred? It is transferred to the lungs. So you can make lungs here. So the blood that is transferred to the lungs. And from the lungs the oxygenation takes place, and now it is transferred to the heart. So the circulation in the lung. Here also you can show the different blood capillaries. You can use the blue marker here and red here, because now blood become oxygenated. So this is known as pulmonary circulation. So now there is no confusion between the double circulation, and you have to remember this thing, that the complete double circulation that occur in birds and mammals, and in case of amphibians and reptiles, incomplete double circulation is present, because there are the two auricles and only one ventricle, and in the ventricle there will be the mixing of the blood, and so there is the incomplete double circulation in case of amphibians and reptile, and in case of fishes there is only the single circulation, because only one auricle and one ventricle is present in case of fishes. So that is about the double circulation. Now we will discuss the topic, that is the portal system. What is the hepatic portal system? So what is hepatic portal system? Hepatic word is related to liver. So what happen in this system? A very unique combination is there in case of the liver and the digestive tract. The liver, or we can say the hepatic portal vein, that take the blood from the digestive tract firstly, then it pour its secretion into the systemic circulation. What happened? Firstly, this hepatic portal vein, it take the blood from the digestive tract, then it transfer it to the systemic circulation, means then it transfer to the vena cava. And this type of system is known as hepatic portal system. This hepatic portal system also present in case of birds and mammals. So what is the use of this hepatic portal system? Because in the liver, means the filtration of the blood takes place, and also in the kidney the renal portal system is also present. So you can say the waste that is removed from the blood, so that there will be the less work on the heart or the less work on the lungs, because some waste is removed from that blood, and there will be the no pressure on the heart. So firstly it is collected from the digestive tract by the hepatic portal vein. Then it is poured into the systemic circulation, means into the vena cava, and this type of system is known as hepatic portal system. So we have discussed the topic blood circulation also and the hepatic portal system also. So that's all for today. Thank you.